Alright, we are live. Today we're playing KOTOR. And I forgot to even launch Steam to launch the game, so hopefully that doesn't take long. Alright. Alright, go. Sure everything is set. Okay. Desktop audio, screen's in the right spot. Let's launch the game. Let's quit out of that. Alright, we're in the game. I think everything is working correctly. Honestly, whenever I start, I feel like I say this every time, but whenever I start these KOTOR streams, I always worry that I set something up incorrectly. Because it's a pain to fix with KOTOR. Oh, I gotta check at least. Alright. This is gonna be fine. Okay. Worked out. We're good. Alright, let's hop on into the game. I guess this is probably the best save to go with. So last time, I just finished cleansing the fucking cleansing the something. I don't remember what it was. The Grove, yes. Cleansing the Grove, converting this dark side gal over to the light side, or back to the light side. And that worked out pretty well. So, we're good. Now, let's see, what do I have to do?
I have nothing left to teach you, Padawan.
Right, and then we
Though
became
Jedi
a
is ever learning.
then we became a
Even the masters know their training is but
true
in its
Jedi.
infancy. Now is the time for you to seek wisdom.
Which honestly, that's
outside the
it.
training chambers. The lessons that yet await you are to be found beyond the walls of this academy. You should speak to the council, Padawan.
Like, bro,
Now
you
that
sent
the
me on
first
a
stage of
single
your
mission.
Training is complete. I am certain they would be eager to have you aid us in our struggle against Darth Malak and the Sith.
You gave me one test, like one just like little verbal test. And then you send me out on a mission to deal with some Darksider, or like one Jedi that had recently turned to the dark side. And that's it? And now I'm like a fully fledged Jedi. Damn. I guess I'm just that much of a genius. Alright, let's talk to the little Yoda guy.
Your
Hello,
training
Vando.
is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
I mean, they sent some guy, and he goes missing. And now they're gonna send a extremely new Jedi and Bastila, who only just recently got captured, essentially got captured, I guess, to explore it as well. You know, that's a game. Game logic, I'm sure. Alright, let's ask some
A Jedi
questions.
must ever be seeking knowledge. What is it you wish to know?
Alright. I'm gonna ask him about Bastilla right behind her back.
Bastila will be a great Jedi someday. Even among the masters in the council, it is rare to find one so skilled in the art of battle meditation.
I thought battle meditation
Bastila
was
there
like
when
a
Revan
unique
was slain.
skill.
Did you know that?
Like, you had to learn battle meditation. Or you can learn battle meditation. It's like just a skill that, you know, kind of like an innate thing. Maybe I'm wrong about that. So everyone on the council knows, at least on this council, has battle meditation? I thought it was like a rare thing. I mean, I guess technically this is also like Legends canon. Like, it doesn't apply towards Disney canon and like the movies. So I don't show it in like the clone. Nobody in the Clone Wars or in the movies has battle meditation, as far as I know. And I mean, seems like it would be very useful. I mean, it's like the thing with force healing. Like in Legends canon, like tons of people have force healing. A character here in KOTOR can just learn it right away. Bastilla has it. It's like cure or whatever. But then in the movies and stuff, it's like, oh, this doesn't exist. And Anakin falls to the dark side because he can't. He doesn't know how to heal someone using the force, and thinks only dark side people can do it. Karth mentioned something about it.
Bastila herself does not like to talk about it. She was accompanying the strike team that confronted Revan when the Dark Lord was destroyed. Her role in the death of such a promising young Jedi as Revan upset her greatly. But Bastila
Dude,
knew she had to set her personal feelings
It's a
aside
Sith.
for the sake of the galaxy and the Republic. The Force is strong.
Why are you
with her
stressed
now,
out about
and without her skill
slaying a
in battle meditation,
Dark Jedi
we would
seemingly
have lost
Sith?
this war long ago. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you.
Okay, so I gotta put Bastilla in now. I'm just go Bastilla. And I kind of want the droid. I kind of want to keep the droid, but let's go Zalbar. I guess. Or Karth. I like my edgy boy. My always depressed and defensive little guy.
I demand justice! The Central
Ooh.
family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into a son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Okay. So, also on the side, just look for some kid's disappearance. Supposedly the Sandrals did it.
These two families have been settled here for some years now.
And causing me no end of trouble.
Indeed, they have been settled here for some time, and feuding ever since.
Okay. What caused it?
I do not know how the original feud started, but they want nothing to do with each other. As you may have heard, Alan Matali believes that his son, Shen, has been kidnapped by Nurik Sandral.
Curiously, Nurik's son Cassus has been missing for some time as well. I fear Nurik may suspect Alan in this.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Okay, so probably a third party kidnapped both of them.
Both families have settled to the south of this enclave. The Matalis are the closer of the two. Both have similar estates, but Alan is much more paranoid about his, and guards it quite heavily. Is there anything else you wish to know?
I'll just do this.
If Shen Matali is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matali.
I mean, why are you
and
piling
Sandral
up
states.
responsibilities on a
There's not
new
lot that can
initiate?
happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must
Sword
spread
is just
beyond the
dangling
walls
it right
of our
there.
academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title.
Bro, you have, like,
You would do well to
so many
learn
other
to listen,
Jedi.
Padawan.
Not to mention that I wouldn't mind getting out of this enclave for a bit. I mean, come on. How bad could it be?
Okay, whatever. We'll do it. If I come across anything suspicious. Alright.
Uh-huh.
Let's
What
go
can
ahead
I
and
do?
love these people up. What is his outfit? What? The outfit being like skin tone color is really throwing me off. Like, this looks like she just has an open back and like her ass is completely out and on display. I know it's clothing, you know, but it's like skin color clothing. At least I hope I hope it's clothing, and you know, it's not her just wearing the most minimal fabric. And what is that? That's so weird.
Yes,
I don't like it. Okay.
I'm here.
It better be just skin color clothing, which is still weird, but at least it's not just very weird, I guess. Alright, let's see. Man, this... Alright, I think I need to keep going straight. This is the exit here. Alright. So, we need to, let's see. Right, we need to find, I've been there before. We're just gonna have to maybe wander around a bit to find it again, but find that old Jedi ruin. And maybe investigate the Sandrals. And the, what was it, the Alan family? Alright, it's the merchant with a bunch of expensive gear. I should have asked where it was, because I do not remember. So I'm just gonna kind of be wandering around aimlessly. Killing some more Cath hounds, which I kind of thought that since we got rid of the... I thought we got rid of the thing that was causing the Cath hounds to mutate.
Time to rumble.
Hello, Wild Fiction. How are you doing?
How'd you like that?
Oh, we got another one coming. Oh, where's he going? Not
You asked for
attacking?
this.
Just ran away. At that point, I feel like I'm just hunting rather than, you know. Rather than being attacked and doing self-defense. I think Zalbar's crossbow is probably the strongest weapon I have, actually, so I might switch to that. Hello, JMC Jin 1453. Yeah, I think Zalbar, I might just get Karth the Zalbar's crossbow. I think that's probably the strongest long-range weapon I've got. And then, do I have better armor I can give? I can give him Davik's warsuit. Liked and subbed. Awesome. Thank you. And okay. I think that's gave him some better armor. And I think that's a better weapon, so that should be good. Let's keep searching for the Jedi ruin. I know I've been there before, and it was like locked because I went there too early. But I think it's like, is it to the left here? Searching for Kotor has been in my last few days. Figured it's time to check it out. Dang. Did not. Okay, no, that's to go somewhere else. Am I a fan of Star Wars or a fan of RPG games? Both. I mean, I've liked... Oh, actually, this is the right spot. Damn, first try. Both. I mean, I grew up watching Star Wars. Pretty much since the first time I watched Star Wars was probably when I was like 4 years old or something. I loved it pretty much my whole life. Recently, I hadn't, kind of the past couple of years I haven't really been into it. But I've been playing more RPG games and really enjoying that. And then I'd seen a video like a while back about KOTOR and thought it was cool for the longest time, and I finally got around to trying it. But yeah, I like Star Wars RPG games. Morrowind is my favorite game of all time, probably. Ooh, okay, we got ancient. Oh, that's probably the dead Jedi there. Alright, language I don't recognize. Ooh. Alright, what language is that? What are you trying to say? Okay, that sounds like Wookiee. Should I have brought along Zalbar? I mean, I don't know if that's Wookiee, actually. You've been playing this game since 2005? Playing the second since 2006. Nice. Right as they came out. Acolyte was a masterpiece. Loved it when they made Kid Adimundi a liar. Kid Adimundi is a... Wait, isn't he the guy on the Jedi Council in the prequels? I thought Acolyte was set, like, thousands of years in the past. Or something. I thought Acolyte was... Or either the past or future, I don't remember what it was. Like, isn't Acolyte set not even close to any of the movies?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us
100 years ago.
through a variety
Oh,
of
okay.
languages.
So Yoda would be
Each time
alive.
it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is
I
it
guess
may
Kid
not be
Adimundi
programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
would also be alive. But yeah. Spoken by the slaves of the builders? Did the Jedi have slaves? That's probably Sith, though, right? I mean, it's not a Jedi ruin, it's a Sith ruin then. Unless the Jedi had slaves. Which, cool. But yeah, Adimundi is a pretty shitty guy. Not great. Acolyte was a masterpiece, alright, from a certain point of view. Made a of course, they had to. I don't know, that's the one thing I don't like about new Star Wars stuff. Or, like, Star Wars stuff for the past while now. Is every single time, it has to be, like, they always have to be related to each other. Like, the original movies and the prequels, okay, fine. You have Darth Vader, you show his backstory, and you got the Emperor, and you show Obi-Wan, whatever. Sure. And then the sequels, still, Luke shows up, and then Mandalorian, Luke shows up, and you have Baby Yoda, and then I don't know. It feels like every single time it's the same characters popping up over and over again. I feel like that's part of the reason why I like the old, why I think the Old Republic is so cool is because, it's completely new. Or, not new, it's an old game, but, it's fresh content to me. And not every character just reappears in it. Language the droid speaking is Selkath. You'll be seeing them again someday. Okay. Disney be like, well, show's doing bad, what we should do? Let's put a famous character from franchise in the show, yeah. I mean, I'd heard Mandalorian was doing pretty well. Or, I'd heard it was a pretty good show. I did watch, what was that one? Andor. That was really good. I watched that one. But that's the only, like, new Star Wars thing that I've watched, is Andor. Yeah, understood that.
Recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Hello, Jasper. How are you doing? Communication was vital to ensure that slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you're not of the slave species. Neither are you of the builders. You're like the ones who came before, like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
You want to get a PC so you can play SWTOR? Star Wars The Old Republic? Oh, was that the like MMORPG? Finished Need for Speed Heat, 16 hours. You're not disappointed. Nice. Played NFS Unbound for 23 hours. Yeah, you still have more fun with NFS Heat. Well, it's always good to have more fun. What are you? Why are you here? Okay. I think I had some friends who played that one time, or like that were kind of into it. I never really got into MMORPGs, cause they feel too social and a bit too grindy, for me. But it does look pretty cool. Like storyline seems like the way it looks seems pretty interesting. Oh, I dislike Valstilla here. Why the fuck does she look like that? The builders program me to enforce discipline among the slaves. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was pre-programmed to serve the builder return such knowledge of the Star Forge. Heard of that? You're a big EU fan. Don't hate on Disney Star Wars like some people, but it doesn't hold my interest. I'm considered most of the canon. Yeah, I like Legends. I don't really know the difference, mostly, between EU and Legends. But like, I'm fine with Disney canon, but there's so much cool stuff in Legends and EU, that, like, I can't, like, I just don't think that Disney canon is the best one. Because there's too much cool stuff in Legends and EU. And, if I'm fine with considering the sequels canon. Fine. But, like, Old Republic and all the cool stuff that goes on in the past is hard to throw away for me. And, I don't know, so I kind of mix it up in my head. I don't love the Disney canon stuff, but it's fine. I just don't like that I have to kind of pretty much to like Disney canon and only apply Disney canon. You have to throw out so much cool stuff. looks pretty good. You can also choose your backstory. Oh, okay. That's cool. Legends is just EU rebranded, is it? I thought there was like a definite distinction. Ugh. Those are the great master of the gods, the conqueror of all worlds, the rulers, the infinite
These
empire.
builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
I mean, there's like the Rakatans, and then, I mean, Infinite Empire, you said, so isn't that... I'm blanking on the lore, but isn't the Infinite Empire like... I think the, like, Emperor of the Infinite Empire, he's like human, I think. Human looking. I vaguely remember him being like this old, I guess like 50-year-old guy with gray hair or something. It's like the leader of the Infinite Empire. No difference, just Disney's way of changing the EU. Okay. So I guess EU is what I prefer then. But I also don't really know exactly where the distinction is. Like, is Disney canon just, like sequels and stuff? With NFS Unbound, they have this massive map of all these different races, but while playing the story, group all the same races together, so it feels repetitive and grindy. Right. That's weird. That they do the same grouping all together that way. It's my first time playing KOTOR? Yeah. First time playing. It runs a bit strangely on my computer, but it works. The droid speaks Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. Well, no, it speaks the language of the slaves. So probably not that. Maybe the builders refers to the Sith. Maybe. We'll go with that. I mean, I feel like I remember Infinite Empire being like definitely dark side, but I don't think it was Sith. Who'd win in a fight, Revan or Goku? I mean, probably Goku. Star Wars, I don't think has a lot of feats that can, like, power scaling is, very subjective, but I don't think there's lots of, Star Wars Jedi are cool, but, I don't think Dragon Ball and Star Wars have, even closely comparable, strength levels. They're not the builders, okay. Empire of the Builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might. Power of the Starforged. Clearly not everlasting. They forgot to make a story, mess with physics, and they made them worse. It's not a good game. Disney cans anything filmed or written after 2014. So would that include the Clone Wars TV show? So that's after 2014, isn't it? I don't know what is before 2014. Like prequels, the original series of the original trilogy and the prequels. I know that's not Disney canon, I think. But that's it. Revan can just force choke? I mean, I don't think Goku dies to force choking. NFS Heat is the best modern NFS game. Can't wait to put some more hours into it. I have a great time with that. And for a grand adventure. Dantooine is one of your favorite planets in the game, but it's going to get great. I love the second game too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the second one as well. Alright. Let's ask about the Starforge then. Jasper, you're gonna... Oh, fucking... I wish Bastilla would move. I don't want to look at her anymore. Honest question, why does she look like that? Why are her clothes like that? I hate it. Clone Wars Season 7 was Disney. Seasons 1 through 6 were Lucas. Okay. I don't think I watched Season 7. I just watched, like, some of the show on and off as a kid, like when it came on TV while I was on vacation. And that's the most I watched from Clone Wars. And I played the Lego Star Wars Clone Wars game on DS. That's all my knowledge of Clone Wars is I watched a couple episodes while on vacation. And a Lego game. Alright. Yeah, isn't that like the thing that can just... It uses like star energy to produce weapons and starships or something like that? Let's see. You don't really know what it is, do you? I mean, he's kind of talking about you like Bastilla's outfit. Really? I just don't like the skin tone color of it. It does not seem like he knows what it is. The skin tone tights just look strange.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. In fact, it could be anything.
6 was kind of bad. Okay. I guess 7 was probably even worse. I did see something about, like, how they had more stuff planned for Clone Wars, but didn't really end up working out. I don't know. Clone Wars is also just a weird concept for a show, because, like, nothing can really change all that much during, you know, the Clone Wars. Like, it has to match up with the movies. So, you know, Anakin's, you know, everyone's character kind of has to stay kind of static. Unless they, you know, aren't in the movies, like Ahsoka. Or Ahsoka? I don't know how to pronounce it. You know? So, it feels almost pointless to watch it. Because, like, why? Like, I know they do character development, and you get to see more in depth of Anakin's psyche and blah blah blah. But it just seems like a weird thing to, like... It just seems like a weird thing to make a show about when, like, the in-between of two movies. With, you know, with all the same characters from those two movies. Palpatine's true identity remained a secret because of the plot. Yeah, probably. You like the original Tartakovsky Clone Wars better from 2003? Dude, I've seen some of that. That looks super cool. General Grievous and stuff looks so badass, and there's that bounty hunter guy, Dirge or whatever. That's so cool. Yeah, the original one has some cool stuff in it. And then, like, the other Clone Wars seems good. It's a good it's a good show. The episodes I watched were fun, but it just felt like it didn't add much. Grievous was a tank, yeah. Okay, I mean, I just good enough guess.
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Alright, how long you been here? 10 full revolutions.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Why would there be a mistake about that? There's also had an awesome moment where he was fighting 3 Jedi all by himself and winning, yeah. No, he was, like, badass, and then, like, you know, they build up Grievous to be this kind of badass, but then he really does not, like, in the official material, I guess, you know, in the Clone Wars and in the movies, it kind of feels like all the, like, badass reputation that Grievous has is all off-screen. Like, do you ever see Grievous do anything super cool in the Clone Wars? Or in the movies? Like, they just say, oh, he killed Jedi. He's a Jedi killer. But which Jedi does he even kill on screen? He does? Okay, so I was just wrong there. That's good. Because I've always loved Grievous. You know, I thought he was really cool. You know, edgy teenage me and, you know, whatever. Loved him. He was my favorite. He's always been, like, my favorite. In the DS game, I'd always try to play Grievous. I thought he was so cool with the 4 lightsabers. You know, the lore around him was cool. You know, he knows every single lightsaber style because Dooku taught him or whatever. I love him. But then in the movies, and at least in the episodes, I guess, that I saw as a kid, he always seemed pathetic. And I was like, he sounds cool, but whenever he's shown, at least in the stuff that I saw of him, he almost always seems kind of pathetic. You kind of already told us that, so let's ask this one. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not the builders, but not the slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origin. They proved themselves worthy. So Revan and Malik, I guess. Not the Jedi that's lying dead there on the side. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price. Okay. Grievous Season 1 was awesome. Okay. Maybe I have to watch Clone Wars again. Or, you know, from the start to really get it.
About poor Nemo. The council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
I mean, on assumption, I don't need to ask that. Grievous was in bad shape in Revenge of the Sith. Original Clone Wars explains why. Okay. That's good. Because, like, I feel like every single time I've seen him on screen, he's always running away. He was pretty weak in Revenge of the Sith, so weak in fact. In Grievous Revenge of the Sith, feels like a completely different character. Yeah. Because Obi-Wan's cool and all, but, you know, just him on his own beats Grievous, who, like, killed so many Jedi. Didn't sit right with me. Alright, let's ask how I can prove myself. Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. Okay. Gotta go through some proving grounds, but those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I'm not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Cool. Alright, let's loot the corpse of the Jedi here. Damn. I was kind of hoping he'd have a lightsaber on him that I could take. But we can... Hold on. Is this going to look the same that Bastilla's Jedi robes look like. Oh wait, hold on. No. Okay, no. Okay, no. These are Jedi Knight robes. And then Bastilla has the Jedi robe. Okay. At least... Wait. Did I give her... Okay, I gave her a different robe. She looks decent now. And for some reason the Knight robes look different on me than they did on her. That's better. But why does she suddenly look normal? Okay, I don't know why this happened, but I'm happy with the change. Star Wars was peak in the late 90s, early 2000s for you. The films, games, books, action figures, everything was fantastic. Yeah. I mean, you know, it might be completely childhood nostalgia for me as well, but like as a kid, I just loved Star Wars. I'm 21, so like when I was growing up, I was growing up with the prequels as they were kind of coming out, I think. And dude, a lot of people dislike the prequels. I love the prequels. I've always had to defend that opinion. It seems like everyone hates them that I've talked to, but I've always loved the prequels. They were like some of my favorite movies. And then the original ones, also nice. But yeah, that was like peak Star Wars for me, were those two trilogies. And then outside those two trilogies,
What can I do?
they were okay. I didn't particularly care for most of the stuff outside of the trilogies that I saw. Those two trilogies. Like, Clone Wars was cool. But I barely ever got to watch that, so I don't know. I don't have a big opinion on it. Andor was good. What was that? The movie that's between the prequels and the original trilogy. Rogue One, that was good. But outside of that, there was never any, like, because I didn't read books, so I never got around to reading, like, some of the really cool stuff, some of the really cool books. I just heard about tons of Star Wars lore by, like, reading wiki pages. Because for some reason,
What?
reading wiki pages is fun to me. So most of my Star Wars knowledge comes from like wiki pages and YouTube videos about stuff that isn't part of the, prequels and original trilogy.
Now.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm frozen. Oh no.
You asked for this!
That's probably not good. Do cure. Non-freeze.
How'd you like that? You asked for this!
Damn, this thing's strong.
The Force fights with me.
Down you go!
Alright, let's give her a med pack, I guess. Rogue One's the best Star Wars movie in your opinion? Yeah, it was really good. Especially watching Rogue One, and then right after Rogue One watching,
Down you go!
right after Rogue One watching, the original trilogy, and like seeing Darth Vader chase these rebels after them blowing up a base or whatever it was, and like having a really, a big fight and all that, epic stuff going on, epic fight. And then, he sees, Princess Leia's ship coming across, receiving a signal, and then he boards her ship, and then Princess Leia's just like, "Oh, what are you talking about? I'm just here on a diplomatic mission. Nothing going on here." And just the thought of, like, following these rebels, they blow up your base and stuff, and then you come to this princess, and that you 100% know is a rebel at this point, and she just lies straight to your face. And, like, she knows that Vader knows she's a rebel. Vader knows. I love that. Watching those two back to back is just hilarious to me. Just for that scene. It is great. Press many buttons at random. Oh, I'd 100% do that. Hell yeah. Equally incomprehensible characters. Ooh, okay. Then you gotta kick it next. My foot hurts. That's a good method right there. And then let's try talking to it. Okay. I guess try inserting a data pad. Ooh, okay, got familiar characters. Does not seem like it speaks my language, so I gotta slap it, do some concussive stuff to it. My foot hurts again. Damn. Do I prefer to be good or bad in this game, or a bit of both? I usually prefer to be good in every game I play. I've never really been the type that just goes around killing people for fun and stuff in games. Being evil and stuff sometimes just makes me a bit uncomfy, so I just don't really do it. Like when I when I got GTA as a kid, which probably not the best game to be playing as a kid. I just drove cars around. I didn't the most violence I would do is I would steal cars, and maybe sometimes accidentally run over pedestrians, but that's an accident. But, like, I don't know. And then I would watch, like, YouTube videos where people play GTA and they'd just, like, beat people up. It's like, what are you doing? Why? I don't know. I sort of get it. You get out your frustration from real life in a video game to... better than beating someone up in real life. But sometimes it makes me a teensy bit uncomfortable. Unless it's, deserved violence. Like beating up the children in Skyrim, or beating up Nazim in Skyrim, trying to kill Nazim in Skyrim, and trying to kill the children in Skyrim. That's understandable. Downloading mods so that you're able to kill the children in Skyrim, perfectly understandable, and I do that, and I have done that. But that's because their children are so annoying in that game, and so is Nazim. So justifiable violence, I understand. And I will commit. Because Nazim, even just thinking about him pisses me off. It doesn't really seem like I can do much to this computer. Is KOTOR canon? To me, yes. KOTOR's canon. It's probably not part of Disney canon or whatever. You can kill the children NPCs in the original Warcraft 3 campaign. They even have their own scream sound. That's crazy. Oh no. Discovered that on accident a year ago. Damn. Are the children annoying in the campaign? Or are they just, you know, kind of regular children? Was this hard to get working on a modern OS? No. They're just there. Okay. No, I mean, I just downloaded it on Steam, ran it with Proton. I have 2 monitors, and I just have to, before I run it, I have to switch the orientation of my monitors. So, like, my left monitor is in the computer software, my right monitor. I have to set it that way because the game only launches on the left monitor. So that's a bit annoying. And then also, if I move my mouse a little bit further to the right here, that happens. Now if I move my mouse back, it takes a second to come back on. And those are the 2 annoying things, but other than that, it works fine. Alright. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types? The 3 primary death-giving seed world types? Huh? I guess seed worlds that would cause death? If this game is canon, that would probably mean the canon ending's a good ending. Yeah. I mean, that's... I hadn't thought... Yeah, because it does have multiple endings. That is a tricky one. But it's, you know, the canon ending's probably the good one. If you want to think about it strictly. I don't know what the bad ending is, but if it's, you know, world ending, then that's probably not the ending. But also, this game takes place so long ago that most of the stuff that happens in this game, whichever ending you go with, unless it's like world ending, I guess, could still, you know, fit into canon, because it's so long ago. I don't know. 3 death-giving seed world types. I mean, I guess volcanic, barren. I don't know what arboreal is. Desert? Planetary type conducive to death-breaking death seal. Did I pass? Arboreal would be forest? Okay. So, I guess I passed? Hopefully? Arbor Day is true. Dude, that's what Arbor Day is? Nice. Bastille wipes the entire Republic fleet. I mean, could still be canon. You know, the Republic could recover after, what, like 3,000 years? Tree enthusiasts are called arborists. That's a good name, honestly. They've got a good name there. I don't think how would I disable it? Oh. Come on. Whoa, shit. Got flamethrowers on there.
Time to rumble.
Arborists, dude. You know, some like niche interest groups just have such nice names for them. Arborist is 100% one of them. I guess there's not enough. Oh wait, I said like that. I guess there's not enough of them. Enough of them to really spread the word of how cool their word is, but come on. Oh shit. Oh, please don't die. Good.
Let's go.
Droids are strong. Hello there, Jedi Gamer. How are you doing? Oh, okay, we're good. Thought someone died. Revan becomes the new Emperor of the Sith. Okay. I guess, I mean, they could recover eventually. You know, I mean, how far back is the Old Republic set? You know, is KOTOR set? I mean, it probably messes with some other lore stuff, so it would have to be the good ending to really fit. But isn't, like, KOTOR, like, 3,000 years ago or something? Like, 3,000 years is a long time. Oh, I was on the money there. Damn. 4,000 years before Episode 4, A New Hope. Okay. I was, you know, on the money. Hell yeah. The Hunter Killer bot, How to Kill a Jedi speech is so good. Is that YouTube video? About what? How to kill a Jedi speech? What is that about? There are clips of it on YouTube. Oh, the bots. How to Kill a Jedi. Oh, I think I remember. Yeah, the HK-47. That's like Revan's droid. I think right, and it's like, oh, don't, you know, use a flamethrower, and you know, I don't remember it, but yeah, that is pretty good. That HK-47's nice. I do like him. I like all the droids are probably one of my favorite thing in Star Wars. Like anything that's, you know, all the droids, fucking, love that. I wish they did more stuff with the droids in the movies. It feels like they always completely gloss over the droids. They're just like slave labor, and you know, they don't do anything with them. And I really wish they did. Like, I know in Legends there's like a droid rebellion or something. Like they reference it in. They reference it somewhere as well. And then I think in like don't they also like reference it in the sequels or something? I feel like they reference it in one of the newer Disney movies, like a droid rebellion, and then just never gets brought up again. And I was like, when I heard that, I was like, oh dude, this is sick. I was so excited when I heard it in the movie. It might have been like the Han Solo movie. And they were like, oh, there was this one droid that was like wanting to start a rebellion or something. I was like, that is so cool. I really hope this goes somewhere. And it never did. They left it at that. Well, actually, SW SWOTOR pretty much confirms that Revan saved the galaxy, so good endings can. Okay. Alright. Random buttons, and then kick the computer. That's how you start a computer up. And let's try talking with it. The computer emits rapid sequence tones. You hear one of the tones softly echoed by your datapad. Small data receptacle opens in front of the ancient terminal. Alright, we'll put the datapad in. Alright. Let's kick the computer again, and let's talk to it, try again. Concussive maintenance is, or what is it called? Concussive maintenance is an actual thing, proven to work. I think on older stuff. I don't think it works on newer hardware, but you know, this is an ancient computer, so makes sense. Life-giving seed worlds. Definitely arboreal, oceanic, grassland. Okay, that's easy. Are we done? Was that it? Was that the test? That is such an easy test. What the fuck? You're neither builder nor slave. If you seek the secrets of the Star Forge, you must first prove yourself worthy. Only then will sealed doors behind me be open. Okay. It's not the whole test. How do I prove myself worthy? What? I did that. Should I just try opening them now? Okay. That was the test? Just answer a really basic, oh, what type of planet supports life and what type of planet doesn't support life? Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? Alright, we got a creepy looking pod thing. Something gonna jump out of it. Gonna birth some mechanical being. Okay. Floating orb. Maybe a map?
This must be what Revan and Malak
Yeah,
found
map.
when they entered
Sounds like
this
it.
temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
Dude, it's a map. What is it? It looks, it's a map.
This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Star Forge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Star Forge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
Alright. So I understand what this about the Star Forge. What does it do?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Star Forge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith.
Korriban. Yeah,
If
that's the
Korriban,
original Sith world.
This
Where like
is
the
Kashyyyk,
Sith
and
race is
Tatooine,
from, isn't
and
it?
here's Manan, but there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Star
All
Forge
makes sense
itself
later.
might be.
I mean, it's making sense already. They're, you know, found this temple, or found these ruins from the Infinite Empire. Revan and Malak did when they were still Jedi. You know, went inside, passed the super easy test. And then, how did that Jedi die there, bro? What? That's such an easy test. And then got access to this map. Went on over to the Star Forge and, you know, started producing warships and weapons. I might be completely off base here, but that's the part of the fun in, you know, experiencing a story. It's making sense to me right now. Anakin in his true potential state would be awesome to see, yeah. Because isn't it something like he's... Yeah, because, yeah, it's something like with, you know, each, you know, if you're missing a limb, your shit is slightly worse. You know, your force power isn't as strong because you know, your whole living body, and then he has all four chopped off. And then the Vader suit is also, like, really badly made. For some reason. It's just like a... I mean, I guess, you know, Sidious wants to keep Vader in control, but, like... It seems a bit overboard. Perhaps they have more clues.
This map can't take us to the Star Forge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there.
Nemo wasn't strong enough to fight the droid. Oh, that's true. The droids, yeah.
Maybe if we
That,
find
you know,
all
the
the
droids
pieces,
were
they'll
pretty
lead us
strong.
to the Star Forge.
Nemo was older. I think he wasn't combat oriented.
That sounds like
Yeah.
quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm
At least you
right?
found
We
Nemo
can't
and got his
ignore this.
robes, yeah.
Finding the Starforge might very well be the key.
Corpse
to
looting
defeating
is,
it. We must inform the council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of
you know,
action.
such a
Though I suspect
normalized
the task is
practice in
only just
gaming.
begun.
It's kind of funny. You know, you just, whenever you see a corpse, you just loot it, take their stuff, put their clothes on. Wait, okay. The more injured you get, the more your connection to the Force fades. Yeah, I guess. I mean, isn't it more like, you know, living things are connected to the Force, so if you're less of a living thing, you know, you don't have as much living mass, then you're not going to be as connected to the Force. I don't really, I mean, you know, the prequels introduced the midichlorian count and stuff, and it doesn't make total sense, but, you know.
How'd you like that?
Alright, let's head on back to the council, tell them what we found. Wait, I can do... Ooh, go quick. Go fast. Apparently midichlorians are living beings. Yeah, it's like beneficial, you know, symbiotic bacteria, essentially, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Oh, Bastilla's got something on her mind. They're like bacteria that humans caught and then, you know, formed a symbiotic relationship with. And, you know, the midichlorians give humans access to the Force, and then, I guess, get something out of that deal. You look at it, the Force is interpreted differently among Jedi. I mean, I feel like the midichlorian thing is almost like power scaling in DBZ, right? Like they introduced in Dragon Ball, where they introduced power scaling, and then they were like, you know, maybe this wasn't such a good idea, and then sort of tried to abandon power scale, like the just strict, oh my god, his power level's over 9,000. You know, they introduced that, but then they were like, you know, this doesn't make things as exciting anymore, so they, you know, kind of ended up minimizing how much power level matters. I feel like the midichlorians is like a similar thing, where they introduced it in the prequels, and then they're like, yeah, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to have midichlorians. So similar to like Dragon Ball, they started kind of ignoring it, but it was like once you've introduced it, you can't just completely ignore it. Like in Dragon Ball, they still reference it. I think I haven't watched it in a very long time. They still reference the power levels, but it's like only like a guideline. Like this guy's really strong, but like whatever. Oh my goodness, his midichlorian count's over 10,000. Exactly. I mean, that's pretty much the reaction to baby Anakin. It's like, oh my god. So, like, that's kind of how I look at it. It's the same as power level. Like, yeah, your power level can be super high, but that doesn't mean you're good at fighting and using your power level. And, you can have super high midichlorian count, but be really bad at using the Force. You're not skilled at it, so, just midichlorian count isn't gonna matter. So, like, Anakin at full potential, he has all this power on the Force, but he doesn't know how to use it. Oh my goodness, Anakin was created through the Force like them witches? I don't know what witches you're referring to, but I do like that. I don't know if it's a theory or if it's like canon of Anakin being created by Sidious's master Plagueis by manipulating midichlorians.
How can I help?
The Acolyte? Oh, the witches are from the Acolyte? Okay. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I will watch it, but still need to train and learn master your power. Exactly. Like, if you put a bodybuilder against, like, an MMA fighter, the bodybuilder's probably gonna lose. The bodybuilder's stronger. His power level is stronger. But he doesn't know how to use that in a fight. So he's just probably gonna lose. Unless, he also knows how to. You wouldn't waste your time watching The Acolyte, from what I read about it. See, but that's the thing. I've seen very mixed opinions about The Acolyte. I've seen some people say, dude, it's so good. It's like the best thing that's come out of Star Wars for the past while. I've seen some people say it's the worst thing that's come out in a long time. See, some people say it's decent, and nobody agrees.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
But also, I will say, if you've only read about it being bad, it seems like a lot of like YouTube videos and articles and stuff, they'll go into movies and TV shows trying to prove it's bad. Like, they don't, a lot of people online that are making content online, when they watch a movie or TV show, they aren't looking to enjoy it. They are looking to criticize and nitpick every single little thing and point out these plot holes and be like, oh, this is so bad. There's this plot hole, so the whole thing doesn't matter and it doesn't make sense. Like cinema sins and stuff. It feels like every single time I watch like a movie review on YouTube, I've just completely stopped doing it because it ruined movies and TV shows for me. Because I would watch a review and then they would tell me how all these little things were bad about it. And then I'd be like, alright, well, I guess it's a bad movie. And I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to enjoy it if I do watch it. But then once I stop watching all these like negative reviews and like all these nitpicky people online and just like watch stuff on my own without getting outside opinions, I found most of this stuff, even if there was tons of negative reviews on YouTube, was still like just fun to watch. Maybe it wasn't like a great masterpiece or whatever, but most stuff I enjoy watching. And the only reason I a lot of times dislike movies and TV shows is just because some guy on YouTube told me it's bad. Acolyte does have good concept, but the dialogue and story are pure cringe. Dude. Are you sure you like Star Wars at all? The dialogue in all of Star Wars is cringe. Every single, dude. Bro. Star Wars, all the dialogue is cringe. There's almost no dialogue in Star Wars that is not cringe. George Lucas was not good at writing dialogue. And so the new show's okay, maybe it has bad cringy dialogue, but yeah. Kind of like the sequels, but most EU fans all criticize sequels. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I didn't like about the sequels was how it felt like it ruined. Like, I didn't like that it ruined Luke Skywalker for me. Because I really liked Luke, so I didn't like seeing him like a sad, depressed old man who's given up on life. You know, I didn't like that, but that's, that's a bit of a bias, not a criticism of the storytelling there. And then I just didn't like how it always felt like it was referencing back to the previous stuff. Like they had their with Star Destroyer or whatever it was, and it's like, okay, they made a new Death Star that's more powerful. Okay, Palpatine's back. Okay, all this stuff. At least it wasn't They Fly Now. I mean, every single Star Wars movie is cringe dialogue. You don't like sand. Exactly. Star Wars can have cringe dialogue, but Acolyte takes it to a new level. Okay, maybe. What I do like about the Acolyte's Jedi robes, I can see it evolving into what we see in the prequels. That's good. It's rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. Dude, I 100% agree with Anakin. I don't like sand either. Okay? I don't know why people make fun of this take from Anakin. Maybe it's just the way he says it. But it is rough and irritating. It does get everywhere. He is 100% correct on that take. And people make fun of him all the time for it. But come on. You cannot tell me that that is not rough and irritating, gets everywhere. It gets on my nerves. People, there's way more dialogue to make fun of than the sand line. The way he brings it up is a bit fine. It's cringy. But, that opinion is 100% valid. Kind of expected the Luke of the EU. At least Mandalorian showed Coruscant under the New Republic. Yeah. No, yeah, because, EU Luke was super cool, and that's what me and everyone else expected. And to see him just be a sad, decrepit old man that's completely given up, turned his back on Jedi, and it's like, bro, come on. I did not like that. And that probably completely turned me off from the sequels, just that one thing. And I know that's not justified towards the storytelling, which might have been pretty good. But just Luke being a sad, decrepit old man just felt like a kick in the face to fans. Young Anakin asking Padme, "Are you an angel?" Poor kid. Dude, come on, that's a sweet line. Any girl, if some little kid, little 9, 8-year-old says, "Are you an angel?" That's sweet. You're joking though? You do like sand? No. You're going to the beach today, dude. Good luck. How? How do you like sand? Is the fuck, I hate it. I prefer rocky beaches to sand. I just don't understand why. Why are we dreaming about Captain Revan?
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
Future age did not matter much. Oh, in the future age did not matter much, right? No, I mean, I think, like, just a little kid giving a sweet, compliment to a pretty lady, is just going to be cute, not seen flirtatiously at that age. And then, yeah, Anakin spent his years isolated in the Jedi. No, I mean, I think every teenager is probably going to be pretty, awkward flirting. I don't think Anakin's flirting is, you know, honestly, it's good story writing that he was bad at flirting. The fact that it impressed Padme is a different thing, but, the fact that Anakin was very awkward and bad at flirting, that's good story writing. That's good dialogue, actually. Aton on a third playthrough in KOTOR 2. Sith Lord makes a joke on the Aryan Angel. Really? KOTOR had a different dialogue on the second and third playthroughs. That's hilarious. I love little references like that. They're always kind of fun. How do our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me. I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Bro, come on. What's so bad about me? Thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
Padme was kind of isolated too. Being queen and then senator, she was probably happy to be intimate with a guy. But, I mean, didn't she have a boyfriend? Like some art guy or something? And wasn't there like a whole Clone Wars thing where Anakin got really angry and attacked him? Darth Jar Jar's behind it all. Midichlorian count is infinite? Yeah. Darth Jar Jar, I think, could 100% be valid. He coincidentally helped the Sith so much. Definitely like it. Expect us to do both light and dark side playthroughs and plays each gender and make different choices. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's cool. Because, I mean, if you're really into a game, you're gonna do multiple playthroughs. I mean, I've played Skyrim for like almost 1,000 hours, and nothing changes between playthroughs. But having stuff change between playthroughs, that's kind of sweet. Like, of course, in Skyrim, you can sort of make different choices, and that changes things, but, stuff actually being completely different, or not completely different, but like, stuff happening differently in playthroughs definitely does not happen.
As you wish. You really should
Again? You got a lot on your mind, Bastilla.
How can
There's
I
a
help?
comic that confirms it? Kind of confirms it? Is it canon? Really? That's crazy. Mass Effect, you had to play multiple games to get the achievements for going through with 2 characters in the party you wanted. Huh. It's interesting. You support Darth Jar Jar theory. Makes sense and adds further mystery. Yeah, I support it as well. And the fact that so many people in the real world hated him really shows how much dark side aura he has. He was so strong in the dark side that he affected people in the real world as well. Yeah, 100% believe it. He saves Captain Rex by destroying a battle droid with a lightsaber. Damn. And doesn't he also, like, approve the vote to, like, give Palpatine wartime powers or something like that?
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Doesn't bond mean my presence is necessary?
Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be possible in the first place.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Didn't the Jedi put her on the Endar Spire? Like, didn't Karth say that Bastilla requested you to be on our character to be on the Endar Spire?
Don't worry, these are simple questions, nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
That would be awesome if you could be a Hutt in human form. But I guess this.
Good. On which planet were you born?
I can just. Okay. Jar Jar was so good at being a Sith, no one ever discovered him. Exactly, bro. And then get this, he instantly fumbles and drops the lightsaber right after saving Rex. Makes it look like he saved it by accident. That's so suspicious, but no one ever questions silly little Jar Jar. It's the perfect disguise. Okay, I guess Duralia. It's in a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
Ugh. I don't know. I really don't like Bastilla. She comes across like she comes across kind of like a bitch, honestly. I don't know. Like, I guess she gets better later on in the game, you know, character development or something, because I know there's like lots of people love her. I've seen lots of love for Bastilla online. So, I'm just gonna hold out. Character development coming later on, I guess. But, you know, first impressions matter, and I don't like her.
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb.
She's so...
We can speak again later.
I don't know.
I
She
think
sounds
I'll
so
have to think about
entitled
all
or
this.
something like that. I don't know what it is. Bastilla's 21. She's trying to play girl boss. She'll learn along the way. One of your favorite characters. Okay. No, I mean, that's what I assumed, that she, like, gets better later on, because there's, you know, lots of people like her. But man, it is, you know, the girl boss is, girl bossing is really, really annoying. Or, you know, she's not putting it on too much, I guess. You know, it's not a crazy amount with her, but, you know, it can get under your skin a bit.
Have you discovered?
I think you'll find that most of the Jedi in this game feel like hypocrites. I mean, outside of like the original trilogy, almost always the Jedi kind of feel like hypocrites. Like, I don't know, is there any media where the Jedi are like just good? Like, I haven't, to be fair, I haven't watched tons of Star Wars stuff, and I've read wiki pages and watched YouTube videos, so my knowledge isn't super big on the Star Wars stuff. But like, is there is there any media where the Jedi are like just legitimately good? Like in the original trilogy, the Jedi are good because it's like just Luke, and he's the main character. But like, where else? They literally manipulate Revan's memory. Okay. Jedi being hypocrites will come to bite them in 5 years. In-game. To gain its actual language. Which is incredibly wrong. Yeah. Manipulating memory, not great. In Clone Wars, they're pretty good. But don't they, like, kick Ahsoka out of the Jedi Order because they're just given some bare bones evidence, and then just to save their skin they kick Ahsoka out so that she can face trial, and then expect her to join up again? Okay, more what I mean is, like, there's individual Jedi that are good. Like Luke Skywalker, he's a good guy, he does good stuff. Then, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Seems like he's a pretty good guy, pretty good Jedi. And, you know, a lot of the individuals, you know, a lot of individual Jedi seem really good, and then, like, in the lore you hear about all the good stuff the Jedi have done. But, like, as an organization, in the media, they almost always just come off wrong to me. Luke's Jedi Order is probably the best in the EU. They could marry, have kids, etc. Okay. Yeah, I've heard some stuff about the Luke's Order, and it seemed pretty sweet. Besides that, every other moment in the show, they're pretty decent people, or at least feels that way. Yeah. No, I mean, like, the individuals seem pretty decent. Well, just the organization just feels, you know, wrong. What's up? Just cleared the tomb? Yeah. Talking with the Jedi Council afterwards. Yep. Found a map.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon
I mean,
you
the
when we are
Infinite
done.
Empire isn't even in their record, is it?
Padawan,
Because it's like
you have done well
20,000 years
discovering
old or
the
something?
star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you,
Another
Padawan.
one?
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Starforge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Starforge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Starforge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Starforge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Starforge.
You know, game logic, but I feel like they're dumping so much responsibility on someone who literally just walked into their house, like, a day ago. Your endgame with your newest file, but don't want to finish it because it's slog. Oh, is the endgame a bit of a slog? Okay. Wouldn't it be boring boring Star Wars story if the Jedi were not flawed or in turmoil? I mean, maybe, but like, you know, the organization, like, if you consistently try to say the Jedi are good and the organization, like, they're good people, but then never, like, show it. Like, it feels like the media is always telling you the Jedi are good, but they never really, it almost seems like they never show it all that much. Like, there's always something that they're doing that's, like, not good. And, you know, you don't need the organization to have internal conflict to make it an interesting story. Like, there can be external conflict. Like, they're in a war. You know, the higher-ups don't have to be... You know, the organization itself doesn't have to be flawed. Like, there could be... Maybe there's, like, a small portion of the Jedi that are trying to, like, rise up and, you know, kick out the council, replace them with a more extremist faction or something like that. Maybe that, but like the whole organization itself feels flawed and like every single time. So I don't think like not every Jedi has to be good, but at the least the organization should be shown to be good. Or else it's hard to believe that the Jedi are good. This is where the game begins. This is where the game begins. You leave Dantooine and have new planets discovered. Cool. Is that Yaddle? I don't think Yaddle's alive at this point in the story. It's I think his name's Vandar. Recommend Tatooine or Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk or Tatooine? There's also a couple quests on Dantooine I haven't done. Make sure you do those before you find the third star map. What does she sound like? It's the same race. This game makes you hate Jedi, even the cleansing the grove thing, where they send you to kill Juhani. That, like Alright said, the Jedi were bad, which is why people said it. Yeah. I'm gonna do Kashyyyk first. You'll meet someone important early on. Cool. Alright, I'll do Kashyyyk first. I do like forests quite a bit.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Jedi used you to kill a Padawan. They concealed what the taint in the grove was. I mean, did they order you to kill her? I mean, I guess maybe they knew that she was there. I mean, I just kind of talked with her and talked her down. Now she's walking... Ooh, shit. Walking about in the Enclave. But, yeah, with that perspective, I guess they did sort of just send you there to kill her and try to hide that. Said cleanse the taint, which implies killing her, but you said the right things. Right. I mean, unless they didn't know she was there and doing that, which is, I guess, kind of suspect at that point. Because they, you know, probably knew that she had attacked her master then. Jenny, okay. Sound reading, play the game. Yeah, it's a struggle deciding how much to read chat and play the game. Because talking with chat is interesting as well.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
What? The reason they're giving you the task, because you're Revan, you're the only one that can find a Starforge. Yeah. I mean, luckily someone already knew that beforehand, but if someone's playing through it the first time, I wouldn't recommend spoiling that. I was already spoiled on that point, so I don't mind. But, yeah. Other hand, I wouldn't recommend it Or, you know. That's why I didn't want to kill Johnny. Okay. Do we want it? It's just fun seeing someone play this game. Still 20 years later. Yeah. Alright. There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success.
You're mad now? I mean,
hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you.
Yeah,
But the true
I
nature
mean,
of the
I already
mission
knew it, so
must
it's
not
fine.
reach
But
Malak's
yeah,
ears.
do keep
You may
spoilers to a
return here at any
minimum.
time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
I mean, the reason that I wanted to play the game is because I'd watched a bunch of videos like years ago about the game. Alright, so I know some of it, but it was like years ago that I watched those videos. I don't really remember everything, but yeah. The reveal is probably your favorite twist in your life. Oof. That is the problem with watching YouTube so much about interesting stuff, is you don't get to experience it yourself first.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Okay. Prima Strategy Guide. Had that section blocked by stickers, so you got organically. Nice. It's always good. So you would piece it together from the Council's own statements. Yeah, I mean, I sort of already knew it. I don't know, kind of trying to push it to the back of my mind. But, you know, it's kind of hard to do. You know, push it to the back of your mind and then pretend I don't know about it. Should be able to do the Sandra Motel feud now. Yeah, that's what I was planning to do. Yeah, how does he know? I literally just walked out. Yeah, but you had specifics.
Tong haitwam chichi jumplumpa. Nitapo etikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun.
Only wanted to wish you well, to warn you, be careful, there are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Doric has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I've come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terran Tatek, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. Damn. It's hard to believe it'd be a threat to Jedi. Predator and we Jedi are just prey. They're incredibly strong, with primal cunning. They have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe that Terran Tatek is a monster bred by ancient Sith. Fortunately, it's quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Then why are you worried about them now? This is the first time the Terran Tech have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try to exterminate them. Go to Kashyyyk and Or Tatooine first. Okay. And buy strength enhancers. Okay. Runda di Dunda. Mushu Shakabaka. The Huttese is quite fun. I do agree. Heed this Jedi's warning. Might see Terran Tatek later. Like the Balrog. Okay. Thanks for the... Well, actually, I'm kind of curious. What is the Great Hunt? Organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered the Terran Tatek were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So, did I just kill these creatures? Terran Tatek are an abomination. They were ruthless engines of death and destruction. The Council had no choice but to destroy them for the greater good of the galaxy. Okay, but they're only attacking Jedi, basically. Many Jedi abandoned together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Terran Tatek. Did not rest until all creatures were killed. Still rumors on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. That's where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though three Jedi were appointed to continue the work. What's special about them? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duron Khaldroma, Gunhan Saresh, and Shayela Nur. Oh shit. The Council felt they would need to be able to defeat any Terran tech they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the three survived. Their master fell, then become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in the search of their remains, so their exact fate is unknown. But let their death serve as a warning for you, Padawan. Great Hunt is a Code original. Tales from Jedi, 1994. Lore isn't that important, just heads up for potential enemies. The lore is interesting. Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. Final warning. Do not underestimate them. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Another tip is to sell the equipment you don't need anymore. That I was planning to do that. I do like hoarding, but especially when it doesn't seem like there's a limit to how much you can have. Oh, sorry. To how much you can carry. Honestly, a carry limit is almost a must in games because I will just abuse it and carry every single thing. Just gonna skip over that. Take note of the strength enhancer. Yeah, you mentioned that before. What do you got? I'm with you. I'm a hoarder. Yeah, I don't know how people don't hoard. Alright, so show sell us. Here we go. Let's keep all that. I do not need all this clothing. It is a value of 0. It feels painful. But let's do it. A combat suit I do not need. Let me allow the credits. Sell a ton of stuff. Maybe I'll have enough. Heavy combat suit, military suit, light battle armor. Of all the eras, Star Wars Old Republic's probably one of the worst, yeah. I think, let's see, maybe, what even is a good era? I mean, if you're in the core worlds, or like the mid-rim, then, you know, the time between Old Republic and the prequels, like a little bit, like a couple hundred years before the prequels is probably a decent time period. Make sure it seems equipped, yeah. Old Republic is 26K, you'll have to be more specific. Yeah, I think what they're referring to is this game and the next game's kind of time period. Around that, around those two games. But I think like 100, maybe 1,000 years before the prequels is probably one of the best times. High Republic's probably a good era. Jedi were the best. At their best. I don't remember what the High Republic is. So, I don't know. You have 3 military suits, you can sell these 2, yeah. Sell one of these. Do not need that. Sell both of those. Do not need short swords. I do not need any of these blasters. At least sell 2 of these. Sell those. Kotor 2 would be terrible time, yeah. Oh wait, between 1,000 to 20 BBY is the best because Sith don't exist. That's true. If the Sith aren't around, that's probably pretty great. Heavy Blaster is good, but only Karth will need them. I mean, I've been giving Zalbar's crossbow to Karth. Keep at least 1 ion rifle, blaster, pistol. Yeah, I was gonna keep the ion rifle. Never gonna use frag mines. Karth is better with dual pistols? Oh, okay. I'll try to do that then. Keep the armor upgrades, yeah. So I guess Karth's blaster plus like the heavy blaster for Karth. Give him 2 blasters you can upgrade. I mean, I don't think I have 2 blasters I can upgrade. Can you upgrade cars? Yeah. Cars and heavy is good. I assume you never fought Bendak Starkiller on Taurus? Bendak Starkiller. I think I did. And I do... I feel like I did. Did I not? Maybe I didn't. No, I did. Bendak Starkiller, he's the guy that you fight, like, last in the arena? I feel like I looted his corpse. Maybe I didn't loot his corpse? He's a Mandalorian. I definitely fought someone called Starkiller. Maybe I forgot to loot his corpse. Get a Mandalorian blaster, pistol later. Karth can use, okay. Alright, I need to get his buy list. Alright, I have one. Okay, so I don't have enough for the strength thing, probably. And I mean, other than med packs, I'll buy some. Other than med packs, I don't think I need anything from here. If I have the Yavin DLC, you can get better gear and better price if you beat the guy 10 times a sec. Can always hoard med packs, yeah. Oh, this is an upgradable blade. Oh, well, holy shit, that's way too expensive. Okay. play Pasak 2 for credits.
Uh-huh.
I could try. Revan versus Starkiller? I don't really know the feats for Revan, so no clue. I don't know most of the feats for Starkiller either. I don't know. Power scaling is also just a weird thing. Stop spoiling? I don't even know what... Huh? Did I miss something? Upgrade Cars Blaster to Workbench, yeah. Starkiller is from like the Wii game, isn't he? So I don't know what that would be spoiling. Isn't there like a workbench inside the Ebonhawk?
Yes.
Very quiet. He's always quiet, man.
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
What loop? Oh, because he wasn't there for the Jedi Council stuff. Let's just go sarcastic. Calling the PC Revan. I mean, in that one, I don't think he was. He was just asking a
Very cute. If you got any cuter, you'd pass for a Gamorrean sister.
power scaler question. And I mean, I guess I do know about it, but there might be people watching that don't know about that as well. The things you say.
Look, I'm serious. No one seems to want to tell me anything, and it's starting to irritate me.
Ooh,
For
shit.
one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That
You have
is
to
none
flirt
of your
here?
concern, Carth, and you would do well to let the
Alright,
matter be.
I can do that.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
Straight honesty. Not spoiling anything I'm talking about is near Revan fight Starkiller. Yeah, no, it's all good. I don't think you're spoiling now. That's why you play as male. Yeah. You've never actually played female Revan? You want to someday? Someday? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Everyone here knows, I guess. It's all good. Don't worry too much. Thought it was important to help find the star maps. Didn't say yeah. You can just straight
And why is
honesty.
that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
100% on his side, man. Yeah. So there's a bond.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that.
You've done
You're
every
a
kind of
neophyte
Revan.
Padawan
Damn,
who's been
that's
saddled with the
impressive.
responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to
Yeah,
imply that
no,
you're somehow
Parth is-
responsible for the Jedi
Parth
Council.
is right here.
Give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
No. You've done male and female playthroughs in KOTOR 2, though? Okay. Always hated Karth. Dark side female is good for that. Oh, come on. He's just an angsty boy. You know, just flailing his pistols about. He's just got a little angst in him. He's like a depressed little emo boy. guess this is? No. Yeah, we're gonna go with the coy. You said you had to do some flirting, so we're gonna go with the coy. Oh, I'm so hurt. I mean, it's probably not gonna come off that way, but that's what it's in my head.
No, I didn't mean that you weren't
Yeah,
wanted.
now you're
or
gonna
that
have to
I
say
wanna
how
go. It's
cool
just,
I am.
damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not gonna wait around until I'm betrayed again.
Oh, maybe not. Car's gone through a lot of heartache, though. Oh, I know. It's also just funny to think of him that way. He voiced Caden in Mass Effect. Always got rid of him. Okay. I'm not Saul. That's a weird thing to say. But we're gonna go with it.
We'll see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were
I think
doing.
I failed in flirting. I definitely failed. I failed the flirt there. I'm disappointed in myself. He voiced Scorch in Republic Commando too. Okay. You're Bastilla, Chad? I did fine. Okay. Good. Yeah, the weight... I mean, I think flirting implies something a bit different. But that's fine. I don't know. I'm the opposite. I don't like... So far, I'm assuming she has some good character growth later on, but so far, I do not like Bastilla, and I prefer Karth way more. Alright, I think there's like a workstation here. Yeah, there we go. Bastilla's the best. Okay. I guess I'm in the minority here. Bastilla's cute and has a sexy... I guess? I don't know. Not my preference. Wait, I have 2 lightsabers? Who has the other lightsaber? What? You Zoomers? Oh yeah, Jahani. Right, I forgot about her. Alright, I don't think I can do any upgrades. Oh. Mine sigil. What a valued addition to the lights. It produces a fiercely bright beam that sears on contact, inflicting great damage. Take that crystal. Put it either side. Cool. Now let's go to ranged. Let's check out Karth's blaster. I guess we'll do that. Cool. Can I do that to Ordos as well? Okay, I can put a beam splitter on it. I missed the Crystal Cave and Sandra grounds. I definitely did. Yeah, I did not see that. Should I check that out first? I was right next to it. Oof. Alright, well, we got some upgrades, so that's good. Play you want, but I think you should explore Dantooine a little more. Upgrades and workbenches are better in KOTOR too. Yeah, okay. I'll explore Dantooine a little more. It is a pretty nice looking planet anyway. If I'm going to bed, I should go to Chaos first. I guess I am probably gonna go to bed soon, I guess. Didn't really... kind of lost track of time. No. Alright, let's take Karth. And since... people seem to like her so much, we'll take Bastilla as well. Already something on her mind. Alright, what's up,
How can I
Bastilla?
help? I do? How did you know? An amusing description, but
Yeah,
hardly the
Kinrath
truth.
pup,
We
dude.
both know the real reason you
God,
have some
it is the
idea
truth,
of
come
what I'm
on.
thinking. The bond we share.
I mean, I have no clue, so...
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
Okay.
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely
yeah.
hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
With strong power, with... Fucking what? With, with strong power comes strong responsibility? That sounds wrong. I know that's wrong. With large power comes large responsibility? What's the adjective? Great power. Damn. I was close. I can't believe I got that wrong. Sensor droid eavesdropping? Yeah. That's why dark side is more fun. Her fears are entirely justified. Okay. I'll try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me
So
as
if
well.
you fall to the dark side, she also falls, I guess is what she's saying there? Because of the bond? So if you start going around raping and pillaging, you know, that's gonna affect her as well, and she'll start doing the same thing? Or at least, you know, turn to the dark side, I guess. Darth Malak, with great injury comes great sadness and anger.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find
Is Darth
the sheer
Malak the
strength
guy
of
that,
your
like,
power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse.
is so
When I need
angry he
guidance
can't
or
die?
advice or support, I will do my best to
Or is
help
that a
you stay
different
on the
guy?
path of the
I
light.
think that might be KOTOR too. I think one of the Sith is like, he's so, you know, his body is in shambles, but he's so angry that the Force keeps him alive. You know, he's fueling the dark side with his anger. He's just constantly angry and stays alive. Star Scion? Yeah, I think that's KOTOR too. Yeah, I mean, I did see Malik when he was destroying Taurus. It didn't look like the same guy. Because Darth Scion you know, his body looks and face looks pretty fucked up. Whereas Malik just kind of has the lower half mask or something, I think.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
I guess I can understand the sexy voice appeal for Bastilla. I can see it. I can see why people like her for that. Go to Western Plains. Okay. My sense of direction is it's okay. Same voice as Fem Shep, Mass Effect, and a lot of cartoons. Oh, okay. It's always fun when there's like a voice actor that you really like and just shows up in a bunch of different places. Back when I watched more anime, I noticed that more often. There were like a couple voice actors, so I was like, damn, that's a nice voice. And then I've noticed them in other places as well. Never eat soggy waffles. Alright, that's that way. She's a babe IRL too, and she attends Comic Cons every now and then. Nice. I don't think this is the right way. I don't know how to get to west from here. Just gonna run away. Best to go through another zone. Okay. You said like it's where you found the droid. Okay. I think it's like this way. I mean, I don't remember where it is that much. This was a fun detective quest. Right, the finding the little kid. The kids that got kidnapped. Sandral Grounds, here we go. Different quests, okay. I guess we'll stay on Dantooine for a little bit, check out the quests here. Seems like there's quite a few. That's east. Did I do the quest with Book? No. With Book? I haven't picked up any books in the game. Here we go, this is west. No, there's no way to go from here. Just wander around? Yeah, okay. Oh, come on.
Uh-huh.
Normal. Stroll around, that's Karth. You're sick? That's all good. I can enjoy the environment, enjoy the scenery. That's pretty hard to remember where just random things are specifically.
I'm here.
I mean, I've played Skyrim for a very long time, and if I tried to give someone directions for where something is, I would struggle.
You asked for this.
Come on. Let's do a cure.
What can I do?
Let's have her do a cure as well.
Now that must have worked.
Albino Cathan stuff sometimes, yeah. I mean, with the cures, it comes a lot easier. I don't have to rely on med packs as much, which is nice. She has force powers too, yeah. Actually, what other force powers besides cure does she have?
What can I do?
Force Valor, versus Speed, Shield. What is Force Valor? Powers. There you go. Shield. Force Valor. This power increases the physical attributes and saving throws of all of the Jedi and all party members by 2 points. That's good. Except VTF power. Has stun, middle column. Force Shield, Cure, and Valor. I don't think she has stun. Oh, in middle column when you're fighting. I'll try to use it next time. Oh, found some Mandalorians. Oh, this one. Stun. Let's check it out. Now, what does shield look like? Shield is only for herself.
You asked for this! How'd you like that?
Now that must have hurt.
Cool. Alright, lots more abilities to explore. Metal case, repair kits, it's useful. Some mines and some credits. I think you can face the Mandalorian boss now in the grove near Juhani. Okay, well if I loop back around to there, I'll check it out while I'm exploring. Just saved before. Okay. I should actually save now as well. Boss is tough. Okay. If I could choose any force ability, what would I have? Force healing would be pretty sweet. Or technically there's force teleportation as well. But it's like, you know, in Legends very rare. Teleportation would be pretty sweet.
Master, I was
Healing.
wondering something. How did those
What we got here?
Vulcans manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulcans came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? Well, I mean, isn't that a violation of
Did
some
she
kind
find
of
it?
Jedi
Wait, when
code
did you
or
find
something?
it then? Love this combo, yeah. Maybe it's, yeah, it might be a side effect of battle
This is
meditation.
no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The
Get
Vulcans
best cell
probably
mission
found
together,
it
it's
there
best
when they
combo,
searched the
okay.
wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just
Shatterpoint,
funny
that's a
to
good
think
one
of
as
a
well.
Legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is
Mind
one
trick.
detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend.
Okay.
Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Don't get force mind. Okay, JMC and Spring Heal both going for force persuade or mind trick. Go for it, but I think probably this. I think Shatterpoint's probably a pretty sweet one. Like, looking into the future, just generally that as a power. If you can, like, not just far off visions, but like a couple seconds or ahead or something like that. You know, something that's actually useful that you can just use, not like the random visions that are barely incomprehensible and only afterwards do you realize what it was about. Night speed was kind of useless there. Anakin would be proud of her for losing her lightsaber? Yeah. Oh shit.
What can I do?
Do I have antidotes? Okay, I do. Whew. Okay. Seeing the future is a curse? I mean, is it? If it's like a couple of seconds into the future, I don't know about that being a curse. People say being immortal is also a curse. I do not agree with that at all. I feel like a lot of times when people are like, oh, this power is a curse, it's just because people are, yeah, they just wish they had that power, but because they can't, they just, you know, gotta make an excuse for, you know, oh no, it would actually be bad to have this. This wouldn't be good. Maybe 10 seconds, like that guy in Hunter x Hunter. Oh shit. Wasn't like, wait, what? What happened? Who's down? Oh, Bastilla. Shit. Didn't pay attention. I don't think being mortal is a curse. In Lord of the Rings, the mortality of man was called a gift of life. Yeah, I mean, I don't think mortality is a curse. I just don't think immortality, like viewing immortality as a curse, feels a little bit odd. Anakin could see the future as a curse for him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, living, you know, maybe if you're, you know, viewing the future like 10 years ahead and you're not able, or, you know, quite a bit into the future and you're not able to do anything about it. Because the thing with Anakin's visions is, like, he could see the future, but he couldn't change anything about it. It seemed like whenever he had visions, like they came true, and he couldn't really, you know, his mom dies in his vision, and it happens, and, you know, he tries to stop it, but he can't. So in that way, you know, if you can look into the future and you can't change it, then yeah, that's probably a curse. Immortality is a curse. Everybody you meet and bond with will die while you survive. If you're feeble, why live forever in a terrible state? Immortality is only good if you're fit. That's why you need to heal before every battle. Yeah, probably. I mean, whenever I move from, like, I lost connection with everyone once I moved to a different place. Like, when I moved from Germany to America, I do not talk to anybody in Germany anymore. When I moved from New Orleans to where I live now, I do not talk with anybody from New Orleans anymore. You just move on. It's not that hard. Like, I've never been so attached to someone that I couldn't move on from it. Like, what kind of bond am I gonna have that's so strong that I would care and wouldn't be able to move on? John Brown, the Warrior of Liberty. I guess that's a book. I don't know what it's about. Fall in love and watch your love die. You have to keep living with that. I guess. I mean, I never experienced that, so wouldn't. Guess I wouldn't know. Okay, got lightsaber crystal. Cool. Getting auto level him.
Yes?
Yeah, let's go ahead and. Well, actually, just use cure.
I'm here.
And cure, save on med packs a bit.
What can I do?
Better than nothing. Break the Kinroth eggs, okay. Immortality comes in many ways. Choose user is technically immortal. We still talk about him 2,000 years later. Yeah, I mean, you're remembering him. You know. When I think immortal, I mean you're living forever, not just remembered. But I get what you mean. Night speed lets you move around faster. Yeah. Crystals found in the remains of the egg. Okay. Gives you an extra. Oh, it gives you an extra attack. Okay. So it wasn't useless that in that one battle I'd hit night speed. Nope, can't reach that. Almost entire area. Yeah. Can I attack these? Okay. There remains here as well? Okay. I think the cut content mod, you get dark side points for destroying the eggs. That would be, yeah, that would be interesting. I'll give you, I mean, I don't know how useful the crystals are, but that'll give you, you know, quite the edge for going dark side. Be a more of an interesting choice than go to workbench after you left mad crystals, yeah. Okay, have I got all of them? Can't go in the water. The pad is an awesome technique. Yeah, that's the Mace Windu one, right? Using your opponent's dark side against them. I mean, I feel like the basics, you know, the Form 1 and then the one that Obi-Wan uses are probably... Ooh, did I miss one? Some? Okay, yeah, in the center. You know, those are two I'd go for. You know, Obi-Wan's is like the all-defensive style. You just like wait for your opponent to mess up and drain their stamina. I think I got everything here. And then Form 1 is like the one that they teach everybody, and I think Kit Fisto uses that one, if I remember correctly. And then outside of those, it's like, yeah, they're just fancy. Fancy, maybe they're better, but who cares? You just stick with the basics. Alright. Looted that. Combine Vapad with Obi-Wan Master of Defense. Maybe. You go for Makashi, because it's best for dueling. Yeah, I mean, if you are fighting against other lightsaber people, it's pretty good.
How'd you like that?
Nothing can be high ground, yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny that Obi-Wan says that. Like, oh, don't do that, Anakin, you don't have the high ground. But in Episode 1, he does the same thing that Anakin does to beat Maul. Like, Maul has the high ground, and then Obi-Wan flips over Maul, just like Anakin tries to do. But in this scenario, Obi-Wan wins. So, like, what are you trying to say, Obi-Wan? I would consider not auto-leveling the Jedi because you can max their combat skills. Okay. From now on, I'll stop auto-leveling Bastilla. Model didn't recognize the high ground, I guess. But it feels kind of stupid. Like, once you know, Anakin did the same exact thing that Obi-Wan did. Like, Obi-Wan was even in a worse position than Anakin was, really. And he did the same thing. But, you know. Obi-Wan was ready for it, I guess. You know, Darth Maul was pretty cocky. Save here if you're gonna fight the Mandalorian boss. Well, I'm probably gonna go to bed. But I am gonna save first. I guess, yeah, Maul was pretty cocky. You can transit back. Transit to where? So, I guess he didn't even think that Obi-Wan would try him like that. But, whatever. It's just a bit funny to me. Alright, I'm gonna call a night here. Okay. Oh, transit back, okay. I'm gonna call a night here. Hope you guys had a good time. And yeah, have a nice night. Nice day, whatever time zone you're in. And yeah, peace.